All right, board gaming enthusiasts, a little bit of a Kickstarter roundup, Kickstarter Q&A, out of curiosity, out of momentum, out of things that maybe I should keep in mind, plugging into the Kickstarter / gaming community. What Kickstarters, if any, are you looking forward to backing? What are some of the things that maybe should be on the radar? And it seems to be, for now, that things are picking up momentum again. I don't know if that's just the world thankfully reopening, or if it's kind of leading into the holiday season where you kind of want to wrap those things up and push out for the new year. But it's an interesting time. And yesterday we looked at, I don't know if it's going to be a Kickstarter or not, but the re-release of Hero Quest is amazing. It's just something absolutely amazing. And we're just going to kind of push that aside for the moment. The Kickstarter that I am most interested in right now, and this is interesting coming from a unique place, I should say this statement that I'm about to issue, of course, naturally is temporary, but I feel pretty good right now where my gaming collection is. I've got a nice mix of miniature games, Wargamer Fritz, pulling those in. I've got a good collection of card games. I've got some sci-fi. Enough stuff to really, really not only keep me busy for a long time, but the types of games that I like to play. And this idea of the elusive title, right? That title that you're looking to capture your imagination. I feel like I'm set for a long time. So currently there is only one Kickstarter. This is kind of the footnote to that. There's only one Kickstarter that I'm extremely interested in, that I'm excited to back. And from what little we know, I'm already sold on it. And it's only going to be possibly more and more up and up and up. Seventh Citadel. Now, I missed Seventh Continent, the Kickstarter on that. I have the retail version, and it's a very, very interesting game, a unique game, an amazing game. A lot of replayability, a lot of things to explore. I won't say maybe it's a game that you bring to the gaming club because it does have a save feature, but so much of it is about looking at the cards and strategizing and figuring where you're going to go. What's the closest thing that I could equate it to? Like Myst, an analog version of Myst. I mean, it's very innovative, does a lot of things right. It's a card game. It's a storytelling game. I love it. So to take that, everything that is good about Seventh Continent, and put that to a fantasy-based theme. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I love Zombicide. I love Zombicide Modern, but Zombicide Black Plague, that just hits everything. Massive Darkness also, but that's a little bit different. The ability to take on zombies and play that aspect of the game with swords and magic and sorcery. I mean, I was sold. So to be able to explore the mechanics of the Seventh Citadel and have that story and have that exploration, and naturally, as we see with any game, taking the mechanics and refining it to that next level. Not that anything was wrong with Seventh Continent, but this is what we expect, and this is kind of natural, where when you evolve the game system out to be able to have things play better, I mean, it just looks like a win-win-and-win. So I'm going to back that. And again, as of this vlog, in this moment, subject to change, I feel pretty good. I can look forward to that and see how they deliver out. The types of Kickstarters, before I turn it over to you guys in the comments, the type of Kickstarters, I won't say my gaming tastes have changed, but we go through phases. That's natural, and we pull in different aspects. It's hard to say that I'm playing more BattleTech, but BattleTech has been a big part of my life. Continues to be. I've been making terrain. I've been painting mechs. At some point imminently, we're going to get an influx of new models for the game. A lot of enthusiasm. I see myself playing even more BattleTech than is possibly normal in the future. So I say that because I feel like on the miniature side, I'm good. I've got a lot of titles. I'm good. I'm interested in exploring. So that's kind of this influence pushing in here. Right now, I'm interested in exploring slower paced narrative games that tell a story. I mean, yes, mechanics are important, but I don't mind simplified mechanics if it can create an analog version of wonder of exploration, of character development. That's what I'm kind of looking at, and that's what I'm focusing on. So if there are any upcoming Kickstarters, or just kind of you're on BGG or Facebook or Reddit, board games, and you're kind of looking and it's like, oh, new Kickstarters to check out, those are the ones that would pull me in. And those are the ones that would pique my interest right now. So in that vein, in the comments, are there any that are upcoming that I should be aware of? And in terms of where you are board gaming right now, how are you feeling? Where are you at with your collection? What titles have you been playing? And what titles are you anticipating or maybe looking forward to? Or even if you're at a good, solid point in your collection, if I was going to tempt you, entice you with that next box for your collection, what would that narrative be?